Now at 5:30, there's a new person crowned fittest on earth as the CrossFit Games wrap up in Madison. And new video tonight from this week's storms in Dane County. Wait until you see what happens to this backyard. Plus, Simone Biles is bringing mental health to the forefront. We're going to hear from a former Badger athlete who can relate to the superstar gymnast.
This is News 3 Now at 5:30.
Thanks for joining us at 5:30. I'm Brett Hamilton. Thousands of folks are heading home tonight as the CrossFit Games close. Talil Mohodin was there and spoke with fans and athletes about what makes this weekend so special.
600 athletes from all over the world are saying goodbye to our capital city for now. After 6 days of grueling competitions that ranged from weightlifting to gymnastics, the experience for many is sure to be memorable.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Thousands of CrossFit fans from all over the world are at the Alliant Energy Center.
This is our second year of the games. It would have been the third had we been able to have it last year.
To see who will win the title, Fittest on Earth.
It's probably the sport who you will meet the greatest people on the earth, and you make a lot of friends with CrossFit, so it's pretty cool.
Great athletes who inspire the next generation of competitors.
I love to work out. I like to see all these women being strong, lifting a bunch of weight.
To come here and see the most elite athletes in the world doing things that you couldn't imagine people doing, it's pretty neat.
Still, there were some tough cuts.
Honestly, I just tried to survive.
For Sam Cornoyer, who ranked 12th worldwide in last year's game, this weekend was not what he had hoped for.
I was super sick, and so my goal was just to try to make that cut at the end, but it's just, my body was responding, so it's kind of hard to compete when your body doesn't want to compete.
But that won't stop him from coming back next year.
It's part of who I am. I'm an athlete, I'm a competitor, I'm born to compete.
And some fans not only want to keep coming back to the games, they want to keep coming back to Madison.
Just the vibe of waking up in the morning, looking out the window, and there are people running, biking, rowing. It's a neat fitness type vibe.
The CrossFit Games have been in Madison since 2017 and is scheduled to be back at the Alliant Energy Center next year. The 2023 Games don't have a home just yet, but CrossFit is accepting bids for a new host city.
While athletes in this year's games range from about 14 to 71, one of the youngest competitors is actually from our area. The 15-year-old Riley Wilkie, the Portage native, put her skills to the test against other teams this weekend. Officials say Wilkie was one of 2 Wisconsin athletes in this year's event. She says that she got her inspiration to compete from her mother.
I saw my mom doing it, and I was like, that's super cool, and I wanted to get involved, but my gym wouldn't let me start until I was like 14. So I was just dying to get started, and I started, and I pretty much just fell in love with it.
Riley didn't place this week, but she said it was an amazing experience. Coming up at 10, you're going to hear from Riley's mom and her coach about her drive to compete. And ahead in sports, you can find out who was crowned fittest on earth. Well, to weather now, here's a look from the Capitol on our Edgewater Skycam. A little cooler today, but a lot of sun. That's a trend that's going to head into the week. Let's take a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky.
You know, it really does feel beautiful outside yet again here for today. A little cooler than yesterday, mid-70s taking over, but we're also looking at very low dew points, so it feels not muggy at all. The humidity is very low as of right now, currently at 45%, thanks to the dew points at 51 degrees, especially the lower 50s. That makes it feel beautiful outside, and there is absolutely nothing happening on our Doppler track radar right now. Taking a big step back, you can see most of the action that we are seeing in the upper Midwest is generally out to our west. So we are actually looking good to go, and rather our east and our west is clear as can be. So that is great news here for us. So we are really looking good, and we're likely going to stay dry over these next few days. Now, our temperatures mid to low 70s. It actually does feel pretty good. Janesville a little bit on the warmer side of things, currently at 77 degrees, but our dew points in the 40s and 50s. That's the real kicker here for today. That's what makes it actually feel fantastic outdoors, even though those temperatures are in those mid 70s. Thankfully, we're also seeing a lot of sunshine. Not really much of a chance in terms of rain showers here for tonight as we do look to stay dry. But when is that next elusive chance at a shower or storm? I will have another update and a look at your extended forecast coming up here momentarily.
Thank you so much, Austin. Check out what happens to this Verona house. This is new security video from Joshua Meadow after this week's tornado in the city. He says that the storm knocked out his power, so all of his cameras were running on their backup battery, and then the winds caused some damage to his backyard. The National Weather Service has released track maps for the 4 tornadoes that we saw in Dane County this week, as well as 7 others from around the state. We have links to those on our website at channel3000.com.
I don't think we're going to see lockdowns. I think we have enough of the percentage of people in the country, not enough to crush the outbreak, but I believe enough to not allow us to get into the situation we were in last winter. But things are going to get worse.
We are not expecting to see lockdowns here in South Central Wisconsin anytime soon, but health officials are taking action on COVID-19 as it continues to spread. Both Dane County and Rock County are seeing substantial spread of the virus, according to the CDC. Health officials in both counties are now recommending that folks wear a mask inside, regardless of their vaccination status. Rock County Public Health says that it would like to see sustained improvement before modifying its guidance again. Well, there's also a substantial spread in the virus in Chicago, where Lollapalooza is wrapping up tonight. Concert goers have been having to show proof of vaccination or getting a negative test in order to enter, and today everyone was expected to mask up. But Chicago officials say that they are still seeing an average of around 200 new cases per day over the past week, and that has the city's mayor concerned.
We're not helpless against the virus or the variant. You and everyone has the tools right now to fight this virus and the variant. The vaccine, the vaccine, the vaccine.
Health experts are still urging people to get vaccinated. New data shows the CDC shows that less than 0.001% of fully vaccinated Americans have died after a breakthrough COVID case. Well, Simone Biles stunned the world this week when the gymnast bowed out of the team and individual Olympic competition. The move sparked conversation about athletes and their mental health, which is a topic a famous Badger has been pretty vocal about too. Christina Laurie has more.
Before Biles, there was Ball, an athlete seemingly at the top of his game, while silently falling apart.
People who smile in front of the cameras all the time, who may come about as if everything's going right for them and stuff, maybe the ones who are suffering in silence.
Many of Monty's struggles became public. Addictions, arrests, appearances in court, and a stint in jail that eventually cut the running back's professional career short. But Ball and Biles are just 2 of the many athletes among millions of Americans who struggle with their mental health.
Simone Biles really highlights that under high pressure, if we don't have ways of managing stress, we're not going to do well.
1 in 5 people lives with a mental health condition. The most common, anxiety and depression. UW Health clinical psychologist Dr. Mergain says everyone is different and recommends finding a go-to that works for you, like deep breathing, reading, walking, or listening to music.
Those things can really help when we're feeling that intense stress in the moment to help release that, reduce that, so we can feel back to ourselves.
Finding some normalcy in a world that, once again, feels anything but.
People can wear that daily mask and not really share with folks, how they are suffering.
Reporting in Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
UW health officials recommend scheduling an appointment with a psychologist if you haven't been feeling like yourself for an extended period of time. We're going to share some ways that you can find one tomorrow night. Well, running in honor of someone who can't. Coming up at 5:30, we're going to find out the cause some folks were running today. Now, organizers are trying to make the event even bigger next year.
You wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed
noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with Power Swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power Swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the Power Swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got a rubber on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Well, this morning seemed like a perfect morning for a run. Anna Hansen shows us one running event in particular that is giving community members a chance to give back.
On your mark, get set.
Without running, you have no endurance. So running really impacts everything that you do.
Make a difference.
Our funding is directly going to kids.
The 4th annual No Fear All Fun 5K run was organized by Sherry and Joe Neal in memory of their 16-year-old son, Michael, who was a cross-country runner at La Follette High School.
He was a giver. He always stopped to help people.
When Michael died 4 years ago, the Neals knew they wanted to do something special to honor his memory.
We decided that we wanted to do something positive with our grief.
So, they decided to give back to the sport their son loved.
There's really nothing about cross-country in middle schools, and there's not really any clubs around the city.
Money raised at the 5K goes to 2 local cross-country programs, allowing the teams to hire coaches, buy T-shirts, and travel to events.
Our funding in the last 3 years has helped make it possible for at least Senate and Whitehorse middle schools to have real running teams.
Giving kids a place to be themselves.
These kids, you see smiles on their faces when they cross the finish line for the first time.
Now it's time to take it to the next level.
We want to see it go citywide.
All in an effort to keep their son's memory alive.
I think Michael would be very happy because we're trying our best and everything's about his memory.
In Madison, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
A pretty awesome event right there. The event raised thousands of dollars for local cross-country teams. They even had some people running along virtually from as far away as Spain. Well, it's going to be a calm next few days. Austin is back after the break with your extended forecast.
To see those strong storms.
When severe storms roll through southern Wisconsin overnight Wednesday.
You should be in a safe area immediately.
News 3 Now and First Warn Weather kept you informed with team coverage. Trust First Warn Weather, committed to keeping you safe and ahead of the storm.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. And get $2,000 cash allowance.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
The Janesville community is coming together for a celebration of the arts. Today was the 63rd annual Tallman Arts Festival at Rock County Historical Society. The day features live music, food vendors, a specialty art tour, and a whole lot more. A huge highlight for this year's festival included a new exhibit focusing on the story of the Tallman art collection, including paintings, prints, and art objects.
I think people really see this as kind of a cornerstone of their summer planning. They always know it's the first weekend in August, and people plan around that.
Just a few examples of art seen at today's festival included pottery, paintings, and handmade soap. Well, if you see any bucks, does, or fawns, the DNR wants to know about it. Today is the start of Wisconsin DNR's Operation Deer Watch. The 2-month effort will provide data for deer management and insight into the reproductive status of the herds. You can do it from your computer or your smartphone. You don't have to register. We have a link to report sightings on our website. Operation Deer Watch will end September 30th. Now let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky.
That's pretty interesting. It's that time of the year, though, for sure. And it's that time of the year that we are expecting at least quite a few more very nice days like what we're seeing outside. A lot of sunshine as of right now. A live look at Madison. Beautiful conditions. But we have a few cooler days ahead of us. A little rain is expected for next week. We really don't have too many rain chances to talk about, at least until we jump into the following weekend. But plenty of sunshine along the way. We're really looking at some beautiful conditions here, at least over the next few days. But our air quality advisories locally, they have expired. But notice how all of Minnesota and all of Iowa right now are encompassed in that air quality advisory. So if you're heading out west, you may run into some of that smoke and it may reduce air quality. Even masking up could help quite a bit outdoors. But it does look like here locally we don't have any as of right now. If that does end up changing, of course, we're going to keep you posted. Severe weather outlook bare for today. We're not even expecting showers and thunderstorms as we are looking to stay dry. There's just nothing happening on our Doppler track radar as of right now, but that's, of course, some pretty good news here for us, as we don't need any more rain showers, especially after what we saw here not too long ago. Still technically in that moderate drought phase, however, so a little bit of some rain along the way would actually be pretty nice. But our future track doesn't really support that here over the next few days. Generally staying dry, it does look like. It does try to spit out a little bit of a shower here and there, but a lot of the time that's just not going to end up happening. It's just a little bit of some model data that's a little out of whack. But it does look like our future track shows those upper 70s and low 80s here by the time you reach Tuesday. That's when we're really going to start to slowly warm things up. We are going to see those temperatures eventually warming up, especially towards the end of this forecast. And hey, look at this. That's when we also have our best rain chances. As of right now, 20-30% chance towards the end of this forecast. That's also when we're expecting our warmest days and our highest humidity as well. Outside right now, our temperatures are looking beautiful with those lower to upper 70s. Wisconsin Dells, a nearly perfect perfect 72 degrees right now. Here in Madison, it's 74. Very, very nice overall. I think it's actually exceptionally nice just because of how low these dew points are with the 40s and 50s. That just equates to a beautiful afternoon, but these dew points will be on the rise, especially in that back half of the forecast. That's when we see these temperatures cranking up into the upper 80s, low 90s. Not out of the question either. We have an expected high of 90 degrees on this upcoming Monday. Now, our wind speeds, they're looking pretty good. Coming from the north, helping to keep our temperatures on the cooler side of things. But later on tonight, that northerly breeze is going to continue. We have a low of 54 degrees. It's going to be a little bit cooler than what we actually have seen these last few nights. Still very far from cranking on the heat or anything like that, but it is going to feel very nice overall tonight. Very nice for tomorrow. But then notice towards the end of this extended forecast, we start to reintroduce those chances for showers and storms. And it's a little bit of a higher chance than what we were looking at yesterday, but still only about a 30% chance right now.
I just saw that 90 pop up on the screen. I got a little bit scared right there. I'm not ready for that once again, but
I know a lot of these models starting to lock into some warmer conditions towards the end of this forecast, and it's going to get pretty hot at times if this forecast holds true.
Well, thank you so much, Austin. New titles were handed out today here in Madison. The fittest man and woman on earth. We have more on those winners from the 2021 CrossFit Games coming up next in sports.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
The math is pretty simple. During the final days of the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress, right now, save up to $100 on Doctor's Choice mattresses, any size, any model. Or check out the queen-size Summit Firm, easy on the wallet for only $299.99. Scientifically stabilize your sleep on a Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 gift. Plus, 4 years no-interest financing and free shipping right to your doorstep. But hurry, the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress ends Thursday, August 5th.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
It's been CrossFit Central here in Madison as the 2021 Games look to crown the fittest person on earth. Well, after 6 days of pushing themselves to the brink, there are now 2 winners. And the fittest woman on earth is none other than Australia's Tia-Clair Toomey. This win marks Toomey's 5th consecutive title at the CrossFit Games. And on the men's side, another historic feat, Justin Medeiros is the youngest, fittest man on earth at just 22 years old. Congratulations to both Toomey and Medeiros on their wins. And the Brewers are dominating. That's plain and simple. Since the second half started, the team ranks in the top 5 offensive categories in the majors, first in both runs per game and batting average. Now a rubber match in Braves country today, and the Brewers get their offense going early. Willie Adames facing one of his former teammates. He takes Charlie Morton deep. That's his 18th homer of the season, his 13th with the crew. They're still looking for more run support, but that'll come in the 5th inning. Jackie Bradley Jr. is able to bring in another, and then on the defensive side, Brett Anderson just doing his thing. He went 5 2/3 innings, only allows 1 run, strikes out 3. The Brewers win another series. Also on the road, the Mallards, they're finishing up a 3-game road trip with an afternoon matchup in Green Bay. Mallards win 3-2, and they're able to split the series. Madison is now 3 games back from first, going into the final weeks of the regular season. A lot happened during the Packers' first week of training camp. Number 12 returns. He signed his reworked deal, new additions to offense. Now I'm talking about Randall Cobb. Now that he's officially back in green and gold, Aaron Rodgers isn't the only A-Rod who is excited that Cobb is back in the Bay. Rookie wide receiver Amari Rodgers has a long-standing relationship with the veteran slot receiver. The two met almost 10 years ago, and ever since their friendship has grown. Rodgers saying after Saturday's practice that it's a dream come true that he gets to play and learn alongside one of his mentors.
I've always had my eyes on him, and it's just now that I get the opportunity to play with him and learn from him, it's really a dream come true because, he's always been that mentor for me since then. I guess he just saw, we kind of related in the aspect, putting the work in and stuff like that. So he wanted to mentor me and carry me throughout my career. So ever since then, it's just been amazing. And I'm blessed to have a guy like him in my corner.
That's really cool to think of, getting to learn and work alongside one of your mentors. So that's really exciting.
And we get another Rodgers to Rodgers connection. We had, Richard Rodgers earlier.
I know. Everyone's like, there's more than one A-Rod now. There's 2 A-Rods. So I'll have to keep a watch on both A-Rods.
Go Pack, go. I cannot wait to start hearing that chant once again. Thank you so much, Jordan. Coming up after the break, we're going to have our last look at the weather coming up with Austin.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields online. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work, or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Monday on News 3 Now this morning, we're touring Beckman Mill in Beloit, and Chris Reese gets us ready for the work week with his certified most accurate forecast. Join us from 4:30 to 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
More than 1 year of our lives when everything changed. A year of quiet, of struggle, a year of loss. We're proud to have walked through it alongside you. As we proceed on this road to recovery together, News 3 Now will continue to be proactive in keeping you, your family, and our community safe. Taking action every day to help make this an even better place to live. News 3 Now. News 3 Now's call for action gets answers when you can't.
A COVID patient's care jeopardized by insurance denials. After we contacted Aetna, the company reversed course.
News 3 Now's call for action, taking action for you.
To the thousands of Herzing University nursing and healthcare alumni, for your tireless commitment, and to all of your brave colleagues across America, we say thank you. I'm possible at Herzing.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Well, Austin, how's our weather looking this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. If you were outside today, did you guys get a chance to get out there?
It's gorgeous outside.
Yeah, I unfortunately didn't get to spend too much time out there, but that's going to change here over these next few days because we have this gorgeous stretch of weather continuing for a few days. Now, tonight's low, 54 degrees, mostly clear skies. A beautiful night overall as temperatures will be a little bit on the cooler side of things compared to what we actually have seen. But then your extended forecast does show, again, a few beautiful days in front of us, but afterwards we start to see those temperatures creeping back up, mid-80s by the time we reach Thursday and Friday. The humidity, that returns on Saturday and Sunday, and so do the rain chances. As of right now, towards the end of the forecast, it does look like we do have plenty of rain chances as well, but a lot of these are going to end up changing here and there. Saturday and Sunday, we have a chance to see showers and storms, but when that's going to move through, still a little bit up in the air, so we're going to keep a close tab on this next weekend and the next week afterwards.
Well, that's all we have for this broadcast. We'll see you later tonight at 10.